letting that world control you. You be the controller of your freaking destiny. Do you hear me? It's time to wake up. Sorry for my language, but damn, stop letting that control you. You are the controller of the matrix and start acting like it. How to cheat code your way into a new reality. You know that this world here is a complete matrix, okay? So here's the perspective you have to take. You have to see that this 3D physical simulation is actually just like Grand Theft Auto. You know when you put the cheat code in and you unlock a bunch of features, guns, money, and like life becomes so much easier? Well, you can do that in real life. And I learned this from the famous Bob Proctor. I went from 0 to 100,000 a month in less than 45 days when he taught this to me. So here's the purpose of this video. In this masterclass, which is gonna be a nice 20-30 minute video, I'm gonna be teaching you exactly how to do that. No fluff. Everything's gonna be like, it's gonna be like information overload to show you exactly what to do. So how do we implement this cheat code? Well, it starts right here inside the subconscious mind. You probably heard of this before. You understand the law of attraction, law of vibration, but I guarantee you never heard it like this. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to quantum leap to the next level, hitting those 60K months, 50K months, 100K months, whatever those months are for you, by simply unlocking the governor that's sitting here in your subconscious mind. Hit that cheat code and level up to the next level. So without further ado, let's hop inside and let's get started with today's masterclass. Oh, what's going on, family? It's your man, Mr. Law of Attraction, back for another masterclass. I know you guys love these heavy trainings. This one's gonna be jam-packed. So put away your phone, put away any distractions, get out a piece of paper, get out a notebook. This is straight sauce. You guys already know I always over deliver on these masterclasses. Anything and everything is going to try to distract you from this frequency, because this frequency that you're on in this video is here to level you up in every single way. As you guys know, I got a little tattoo that says seek awareness. This was my first $240,000 month. I get on a call with Bob Proctor and I said, Bob, I want to earn $1 million a month. And he said, DeAndre, don't seek for more money, seek for more awareness. As you level up your consciousness, you'll find the answer, because you'll be operating at a different frequency, at a higher level. And that's what's going to be happening in this video. You're going to be leveling up your character. So guess what? The enemy, the evil spirit, the devil, whatever you want to call it, is going to try to go against your spirit. So without further ado, that's enough talking about staying locked in. Let's go ahead and let's level up. So talking about the idea of level up, that's what my brand is about. I love this idea of Grand Theft Auto, you know, especially with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. I think that the idea of law of attraction, subconscious mind, all of this ideas, I think is perfect to talk about Grand Theft Auto with law of attraction, because I see the law of attraction as somebody who's earned 7 figures. By the way, I'm not here to hate on other people in my industry. You know, we all have our own ways, but a lot of these guys, they have YouTube channels and they make money just off the ads of you watching it. They actually never built a 7-figure business outside of the YouTube channel. Whereas me, I've earned almost $2 million before I even started Mr. Law of Attraction, the channel you're watching now. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this. I don't teach lottery and all this kind of stuff. You have to add value to the matrix. So the stuff I'm talking to you about, like I made $83,000 last month. Okay. And I'll make a video about that, how I actually made over 83 grand last month. It was actually more than that. That was just from the YouTube channel. But without that, like, I'm a guy that I kind of know what I'm talking about here, and I'm here to give it to you all completely for free. So that's enough hype. Let's get straight into it. So as you guys know here, we're going to be going here and sharing my screen. You guys know that this master classes that I'm taking you through is actually through my coaching program. Okay. So as you guys saw in the last video, Raz, he made 165 grand last month within 3 weeks of our coaching program. So if you're already a person that's earning 6 figures, you're already making about 10 grand a month, and you want to go to that 100 grand a month level, then go ahead and check out the links in the description below, where I teach you more about how to actually do that. But we talk more about that later. Let me give you value here completely for free. So this is actually the program. It's a 3-month program that I take my clients through. So we're going to hop into one of these lessons here. And this one's going to be paradigm shift. So we already covered this on one of the other videos. So today we're going to be talking about this dramatic image here. This will completely change your life. And I guarantee you ain't never seen this before. I'm telling you right now. Oh, I'm ready for this one. Okay. So if you're watching me for the first time, you're going to have to kind of go backtrack. And I have a playlist. If you look in the description below, I have a playlist to all my masterclass series, all completely for free. So you can kind of get a base of like what we're talking about here. So this image here is really important, understanding the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the body, because we're going to be breaking this down, and you have to understand what each part does in the matrix and in the simulation. Okay. So We're going to talk about law of attraction here, but actually from a scientific standpoint, not just like razzle dazzle here and just like, oh my God, I read a book, like actual science behind the law of attraction. Like there's a science behind it, like in every law. Okay. So did you know that the law of attraction is actually a reaction to the attitude and energy that you emit? Now you may understand that, but let's break that down step by step. So there's a power that's flowing into your consciousness. Okay. I want you to understand this. There's a thought frequency, like you're not your body. When you die, your body stays here, your brain stays here, but you personality, who you are as a person goes back to the source. That's the spiritual part of you. There's a life force that's flowing to and through us that gives us life. And most importantly, it gives us consciousness. And through our consciousness, we're able to articulate thoughts and images and feelings that allow us to navigate this world and bend the matrix to our reality. So when it said that we were created in God's image, God being the creator, we were here to co-create by using our attention and our consciousness to manipulate the matrix. If you don't believe me, look around your room. Every building, every floor, every laptop that you're touching right now was made in the matrix or the simulation of another individual who used this tool as consciousness. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about, that there's this power flowing into your consciousness. This power is not positive. It's not negative. It just is. Like when we say, what is God? God just is. It's just a power flowing into you. And so when this power flows into your consciousness, what happens is you originate thoughts. Okay. You create ideas, and you get an idea to watch a YouTube video. You get an idea to start a business. You get an idea to take your business from 10K a month to 50K a month. You get an idea to take your business in a different direction, right? You formulate these ideas in your conscious mind, which we talked about in prior videos. Your conscious mind being your intellectual mind, your mind that you're able to formulate ideas, study, but it only controls 5% of your results, which is why a lot of you guys are struggling. You have a lot of coaching. You've hired ads. You run the ads. You've been stuck, right? A lot of you guys have been inconsistent. One month you earn 10 grand, the next month you earn 6. Then you go and you make 15 grand and then you drop down to 5. And it's just like up and down and up and down. And for some of you, you guys have been stuck, right? You guys have been stuck at that 15K, 20K, 30K, 50K, 10K, whatever that amount is, right? You've been stuck at that amount. Why is that? It's because of your conscious mind. You're gathering information, but that doesn't change your habits. That doesn't change your self-image. And most importantly, how you see yourself. Okay. So that's your conscious mind. And now we're going to go down to the subconscious mind. We're going to take this power that flows into our consciousness and we're going to formulate an idea. Okay. This idea now, we're going to pass it into the subconscious mind with our emotions, our subconscious mind being our emotional mind. That's what dictates what comes in and out of our life. Because in that subconscious mind is a many things like paradigm, self-talk, self-image. We're going to cover this later on in this masterclass and some of it in other masterclasses. So you pass this image now into the subconscious mind. And so then we have the body, which is the emotional instrument of the mind. But most importantly, it dictates the vibration in which you're moving into. Okay, so now we've covered this before. Now we're going to get into the new sauce here. So vibration is expressed through action. So if you're feeling good, you're in a good vibration. If you're feeling bad, you're in a bad vibration. You know, like sometimes when you're feeling negative and you're feeling down, you're feeling lonely, you just missed that sale, you broke up with your girlfriend, whatever, you're feeling in a bad vibration. Are you like excited to go out there and conquer the world and make content and just, you're just bustling at the brim? No, usually secluded. You want to be by yourself. You're doing more calm stuff. And most importantly, sometimes you find yourself in negative habits, going to the hub, alcohol, partying, gambling, drinking. Like these are different vices that a lot of people will emulate and go after when they're in a negative vibration. When's the last time you hopped on the hub and you were just excited about life? No, you usually hop on the hub when you're bored, when you're lonely, or when you're feeling bad because you didn't have a good day or you're not happy with your life right now, right? That's what I'm talking about. When you're in a negative vibration, your body will then do negative actions. What we want to do is if we can keep our body in a positive state, in a positive vibration, we will then have positive actions that will change the course of tomorrow, which will then reinforce the perpetual cycle, which we'll cover here in a second. So the vibration is expressed through action. What is that vibration? The thoughts, images, and feelings that we have. All right. So now we are emitting these three things at all periods of the times. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. You are on a constant state of manifestation. I got this DM from a guy and he was saying, DeAndre, when do we manifest? Like, when is the perfect time to manifest? You have to understand human beings are always in 100% continual state of manifestation. You're always manifesting. As long as you're breathing, you're thinking, and you're alive, you're manifesting. Everything that's coming in and out of your life is a manifestation of your thought frequencies. You're attracting that based on your frequency. You may not know it. You might be unconscious or conscious about it. But right now, what you're learning is how to become conscious of it. But many people are sleeping. They're asleep at the wheel. What you have to do is raise your level of consciousness or level up your GTA character. So when you put in the cheat code, you jump to quantum levels. You start hitting those $100,000 months, $83,000 months, whatever income you want, whether it's money or you just want to have a happier life, a happier relationship. I manifested my dream girlfriend, right? My Colombian girlfriend, she's here. Oh my God, I just had deja vu. Manifested my Colombian girlfriend, manifested so many things. Wow, like this is crazy. Like I'm actually just like having deja vu. This is like so crazy, guys. Like I almost want to cry. Like this is insane. How like I'm just sitting here right now. Like I'm viewing myself, watching you, teaching, and I'm just having the most craziest deja vu, like emotional moment right now. Like I just had a 6-figure month. I'm in beautiful Dubai with my beautiful girlfriend that I manifested, and I'm just sitting here like I get paid to do this and to teach this to you guys, and to the best of my ability. And I'm not gonna cry right now. I'm just so emotional, but this is crazy. This is okay. Let's get back in the game. Let's continue here. Okay. So now, your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you're emitting this at all periods of your life. Okay. It's really important you understand this because that is the energy that you're giving out to the law of attraction, but most importantly, your frequency. The law of attraction is a reaction to that energy that you're emitting, your attitude. And attitude is a soup of 3 things: thoughts, feelings, and actions. If we put those all into one thing and you send it out in a signal, that's your attitude. The law of attraction is matching that attitude that you have. And what it will do is you cause a reaction in the universe. That's the law. It is reacting to you at all periods. When we say that you are the creator, you can bend the matrix, you can bend the simulation. A lot of you, the reason that you're struggling is because you just keep feeling the wrong part of the mind. Remember, thoughts, feelings, and actions. You're missing one of those 3. Maybe you have the thoughts, right? You're gathering all the information and you're studying, but you're missing the feeling section. You haven't emotionalized when you're doing your meditations, you're hemi-syncing, you're quantum jumping, and everything I teach on this channel. By the way, subscribe below if you're not here. If you're here for the first time, I teach you all this stuff for free. So you're quantum jumping, but you don't have the feelings behind it, then maybe you're missing that. Or the actions, you're not acting like that person. You're acting out of fear. A lot of you haven't made a decision to get rich. You haven't made a decision to level up. You say you want to level up, but as soon as you get hit with that next level, you bounce back, whether it's money, the contacts, or whatever. You're letting the outside world dictate you. At 1 of 3 of those levels right there, you are not emulating what you want. For me to manifest 6-figure months is because I have thoughts, feelings, and actions that align with that. So when I emulate that and I emit that rather into the frequency, into the ether, into the quantum space, in the simulation, it comes back to me in effortless ways. I want you to understand that you watching this video right now is a perfect manifestation of what I'm talking about. You are on my frequency. You're not watching Mr. Beast. You're not watching the Stradman. You're not watching, Valuetainment. You're watching me right now. You're on my frequency. I'm talking to your spirit, thoughts, feelings, and actions. You're living in somebody else's simulations, but brother and sister, I'm trying to wake you up so that you can go to the next level. Let's continue here. So now, you are going to manifest new results that will change your environment, your situation, and your circumstances. That's your conditioning. That's what you're attracting back to you. So you have to find out which of those 3 fundamental levels are you missing. And for some of us, we have been struggling for years and we can't figure it out ourselves. That was me. I struggled for 5 years, guys. I told you. I tried Facebook ads, agency. I tried e-commerce, affiliate marketing, YouTube automation, coaching, consult. Like, oh my gosh, I failed at least 15 businesses now at the age of 28, but nothing worked for me no matter how much. So I told you this. I told you guys this before. I used to pirate courses. So I would take Grant Cardone and Ty Lopez and Iman Ghazi. I would take all these courses. I had all the information, but I was still failing. I was still struggling, having before my first $100,000 month, I had never had $2,000 in my bank account. I want you to think about that. Never having more than $2,000 in my bank account at any point in my life up till I was 24. Then I meet Bob Proctor. I start reprogramming my paradigm and doing all the stuff that I'm teaching here. The next month I make $100,000, like a month. Like that's crazy. But that's what we talk about is the cheat code. The cheat code is this principles. Now, I want you to understand this, brother and sister. Bring it in. Listen to me right now. This is a language. Other people are lying to you. I don't know many other people in my industry other than a couple other guys that are doing 6 figures a month. A lot of guys are making 6 figures by having you watch their YouTube video. I'm telling you the truth here. Here's a couple things. One of them is that this is a language. You're not going to learn the step by step. I mean, you can. Okay, let's be honest. You can. It's just going to take you a couple years to learn this. I've been doing this 4 years and I've been in coaching programs. Think about this. Like, it's going to take you years by just piecing it together for YouTube, like video by video, book by book. But there's people that have like step-by-step programs, and that's what I did. I took a Bob Proctor program. By the way, that's inside my school community. That's not like a hard pitch. I'm just telling you guys. Many of you guys wanted to know. It's inside my school community. So I took this Bob Proctor program. I studied it step by step, and I started making a lot of money because that was the cheat code I was missing. The cheat code was something called a paradigm, which we're going to cover here in a second. So let's talk about this paradigm. What is a paradigm? Paradigm is the cheat code. That is the great secret. When you understand what a paradigm is, which is a multitude of your habits, think of it as your mental conditioning or your mental programming. This is the thing that if you can program this instantaneously, you're going to quantum leap to new levels. And some of you, it sounds nice. For some of you, you may have experienced it. The money comes to you in effortless ways. Napoleon Hill says this. When big money comes, it comes in effortless ways, in great quantities. You will wonder where it was during all those lean years. How did I go from making not even $20,000 a year to $20,000 a week? I had turned my annual income into my weekly income multiple times in my life. And that's like, even my friends think I'm crazy. Like, I don't know how he does it, but what I do is I tap into the cheat code that's embedded inside the DNA of this matrix, inside of this simulation. And that is done through consciousness, attention, but most importantly, changing the paradigm. Because in that paradigm, there's multiple facets, such as the self-image, the self-talk, self-worth, all of these things, and we're going to cover what some of those are here in this video. So a paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over the habitual behavior. Almost all behavior is habitual. Okay, so let's break this down. Make a little bit of water right now. Hopefully you guys are like sauced in. I want you to know that a lot of people have already clicked out this video, but not you. You're locked in. You got your notebook out. You're taking some notes. You're learning some stuff. But most importantly, you better not just be taking notes to take notes like class. You better be taking notes like with action plans. All right. Let me get some water here. I'm almost out of water. Let's continue. So a paradigm, as I mentioned, is a multitude of your habits. A habit is an idea that is fixed in a person's subconscious mind that causes them to do something without any conscious thought. A paradigm is what causes our habitual behavior. At times, we do things that we do not want to do, get results that we do not want, but we do it anyways. This is because the paradigm in the subconscious mind controls the behavior and your actions. What's a good example? Like, for example, some of you are trying to quit getting off the hub. All right, for the men out there, you've been saying for years, you're going to quit, you're going to quit, you're going to get off the hub, you're going to stop rubbing them out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll keep it 100 here. And you've been saying that for years, but yet you keep doing it. An addiction is not saying like you're crazy doing it at work. It's simply saying that you can't stop even then you said you were going to stop. For some of you, it's gambling. For some of you, it's alcohol. For some of you, it's chasing women. For some of you, it's saving money. You save some money and then it goes right back out. You save some money and it goes right back out. You say you're going to go start a business, or you're going to take your company to the next level, and then you hit the price for the coaching program. You get the price for a new office, whatever, and then you back down. This is the habits that are controlling you. You think you're just going to sit here la la land and manifest, and that's not how this works. And the people that are telling you this are lying to you. This is me as your brother, older brother, trying to get you to wake up. That is not, it is easy, because once the money comes in, it's easy and effortless. But what's not the easy part is understanding that there's a paradigm that's controlling, that's a cheat code embedded in the matrix, and that you have to understand it. You have to attack it and replace it with the new cheat code, the better version, not the level 5 character, the level 100 character. And as soon as you do that, you're going to jump up to level character so quickly, you're going to wonder what happened. And that's why I use Grand Theft Auto as my main kind of like theme here. Because for many of you guys, it's like you drop into Los Santos or GTA 6. We're all going to play GTA 6 here coming up next year, right? We're going to all start off at level 1. We're going to start off with a baseball bat, maybe a pistol, no contacts, no money, and we're going to go try to beat a level 5 with tanks and guns and 5 stars on us. You're going to die every time, unless you level up your character. What if you were to put a cheat code in, even though you were to start on level 1, but you put a cheat code that unlocked unlimited armor, unlimited money, contacts, you couldn't die, you would just beat the game, and by the end of a couple weeks, you'd have like a bunch of money accumulated. That's the cheat code. We're not talking about GTA right now. We're talking about your paradigm. That is the cheat code. First of all, understanding what that paradigm is. Secondly, understanding how it works. And then number 3 is how to change that repetitively so that you can quantum leap to multiple levels. Make sense? Let's continue here. So what is a paradigm? Like I said, a paradigm is a multitude of multiple facets, thousands, if not millions For example, it holds your self-image, which we talked about many times on this channel. Paradigms around money, whether you spend money or don't spend money, whether you save money or don't save money, whether you invest in yourself or you don't invest in yourself, right? Your weight, you've been around the same weight for the last few months now, if not the last few years. What you define as success, whether it comes or doesn't come, your relationships, your confidence. These are different parts of your paradigm. For example, I haven't been in a serious relationship for almost 7 years. I was kind of in a little relationship for a little bit, but it was long distance. I wouldn't call it a serious relationship. So now me being in a relationship with a girl that's like my dream girl, like it's almost like a little uncomfortable, but uncomfortable in a good way. Like I'm not used to it. It's outside of my paradigm. So I have to change my paradigm, and I can't act like a single guy like I used to before. Does that make sense? It's the same thing with the relationship as it is with the money, saving money and going to different levels in your life. Let's continue here. So some key points about this paradigm. A paradigm is a term used to describe mass information that is programmed into your subconscious mind, generally at moments of conception and then eventually at birth. This information or the paradigm is then expressed in behavioral patterns producing the result a person gets. So let's talk about this. So you have two types of paradigm, one that was programmed into at birth and the other one is environmental. Okay, so let's look at this. So you are programmed based on what your parents look like. You look like your mom, you look like your dad, or and so on and so forth in some mix, right? That's part of your paradigm. That's a genetic paradigm, a genetic programming. You can't fix that. But then you also have environmental programming. Why is it that you speak English right now? Or at least you can understand me? It's because you've heard it enough. But if I was to take a person who was born in California, San Diego, California, where I'm from, and I was to put him in Dubai, he would speak Arabic. I don't speak a lick of Arabic, and nor do I understand it. All I know is Habibi, Habibti, and like Assalamu alaikum or something, right? I don't even know. Like, I don't know anything about Arabic. But if I was to grow up here from scratch, I would speak it. Why? Because environment also has to do with your paradigm. It controls what's coming in and out of your life, just like it controls how much money is in your bank account, how much revenue your business generated last month. So you think you're going to run more ads, buy more strategy, post more on social media, and you're magically going to start making more money? Not really. And that's why you've been up and down and inconsistent or stuck at the same level for months now. That's not it. It's the genetic programming. Why is it that millionaires produce more millionaires and poor people keep getting poor and producing poor children? It's this programming that we're talking about. It goes so much deeper. And once you identify where the real problem is and not the symptom of the problem, you'll be able to fix it and take your business to the next level. Sheesh. Somebody say something in the chat. Let's keep going. So the paradigm is what structures a person's logic. For some of you right now, you're accepting what I'm saying. And you're like, I like what this guy's talking about. And some of you are like, they already clicked out this video and got distracted by TikTok or Mr. Beast already. Now, shout out to Mr. Beast, right? They're already distracted. I'm giving them literally free sauce. We're 20 something minutes into this and I'm just dropping real knowledge on you, something that can change your life. But a person's logic will get them so distracted and antsy that they can't even sit down for 20, 30 minutes and watch a video talking about how to take their company and life to the next level. It's not just about money. It's about being a better character, being a better man, being a better woman, loving yourself in the mirror, loving your body, loving your bank account, loving your business, loving your clients, loving everything about life. That's what we're talking about. It's just leveling up all aspects of your life. Now, I talk about money because, first of all, I charge a lot for it. And if you guys are going to come in here, like, I can help you manifest a girlfriend, but I don't see you guys dropping $7,000 for this. But if I can take your company, like my last client, he pays $7,500 and he makes back $160,000 in the same month. That makes a lot more sense for people to invest. Win-win. Okay. So that's why I talk about money, but really you're leveling up all aspects of your life, that relationship, that money, all that different stuff. But let's continue here. So as you gain a deeper understanding of the paradigm, it becomes obvious that logic on a conscious level and paradigms on a subconscious level shape a person's perception, literally place them in a box beyond what they cannot see without effective use of their imagination. So for some of you guys, you have put yourself inside of a box. Okay, so here's a good example of this. I'm going to literally have a multi-7-figure business with this YouTube channel. But why is it? I'm the same person, technically, who I was before I started this channel. By the way, as you notice, like I know what I'm talking about. I've been talking about this for years. I have over 400 clients making nearly $2 million teaching people how to level this up. Even though I have a new YouTube channel that's less than 2 months, I know what I'm talking about. So what happened was I had changed how I saw myself. I changed my self-image over how I wanted to operate my business. Instagram was not working for me for the love of God. First of all, this is my third Instagram account. I built my first one to 120,000 followers and I got hacked. I built another one to about 8,000, got deactivated. So this is my third account. For whatever reason, it doesn't grow. The only growth I get is from you guys follow me on Instagram. By the way, follow me at Miami Patron. I post a lot of Q&As and I do a lot of short teachings and stuff on there. You guys can find the link in the description there, and follow me on Instagram. Okay, don't get too distracted. Come right back. All right. But there's a point where I got too frustrated with Instagram, so I stopped posting there. So what I did instead was I went to YouTube. And I started a new YouTube channel known as Mr. Law of Attraction, where you watch me now. And boom, I have another 7-figure business, doing $83,000 cash last month, and 23,000 of it being monthly recurring revenue. So I'm just gonna be scaling this to a multi-6-figure per month business, all because I had changed how I saw myself. Some people will look at the facts and be like, "Oh, he started a YouTube channel. Oh, it's because he talks nice. It's because he made 7 figures before. Oh, it's because of Bob Proctor." No. These are all outside reflections of my own self-image and self-concept and self-worth. This is brothers and sisters, this is what I'm trying to tell you here. You're having business problems, but it's not the outside world. It's here. Once you level up this thing in here called your paradigm, you level up the character, the outside world starts to manipulate. You think it's accident that I made 83 grand last month? You think it's accident that YouTube channel just blew up? You think this is accidental? I effing make this shit happen. I'm a manipulator of the matrix. I have confidence that I can manipulate. I can attract my dream girl, my dream car, my dream opportunities. And guess what? So can you. But you're going to build that confidence. You first have to understand what is going on, the problem. Then you got to go in there and fix it. Got on a little tangent there. Let's keep going here. We were talking about that. It's the subconscious level here is sometimes you put yourself in a box. That's what I was talking about. So I had put myself in a box that I was an Instagram guy. As soon as I opened up my box by using my imagination, then that's how I got to the next level. Even right now, in this moment, you are a perfect reflection and perfect position to see how I'm leveling up to my 100,000 subscribers. Because I already have 100,000 subscribers in my head. I have 1 million, but right now the first one is to quantum leap to 100,000 in less than 90 days, right? Why? I have to see myself more than who I am now. And most importantly, I have to operate from a different frequency. I have to operate from the 100,000 subscriber frequency now before I ever attract it in real life. Right? It just makes sense because in order to attract 100,000 subscribers, I have to be operating at that frequency long enough for the people to come. The people are already out there. I just need to operate at that level. Then they manifest to me because I'm emitting that energy and giving you enough value in exchange. But even before we even had this conversation, I had to first see it here. Change my thoughts, feelings, and actions, operate, change my attitude. Law of attraction brings it to me. Do you see the language here? There's many things to this. And so I got out of my box and then boom, I got rewarded with everything. This is the process. And you do this for each level 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go all the way to the next level. The genetic conditioning is quite evident in a person's body and it's why you look like your relatives. But unfortunately, the paradigm has such an enormous influence over the use of a person's conscious faculties. If and when they use their imagination, they will generally unconsciously use it in a negative manner against themselves. An individual will create an image in their mind where they see the conditions and the circumstances as dominant role that they can become subservient to. Meaning, a lot of people let the outside world control them. Here's where the number one lesson where many of you guys are effing up. Listen to me, as your brother talking to you. You cannot make a decision. You keep letting the outside world make your decision for you. Do you hear me? I never let me take this back. Sometimes I did. At least when I got started, when I was dead broke, I had no freaking money. If you have more than $120 in your account right now, you have more money than me than when I started with Bob Proctor. He asked for $30,000. I did not have it. But I said, I'm not going to let the $100 and the fact I'm sleeping in my car stop me from getting it. I made a freaking decision that I was going to get it. No matter what. And what did I do? I put it on my grandfather's credit card. That was my story. You have your story. I never let the money or the outside world stop me. I did it myself and I figured it out. Learned to figure it out. God, I'm tired of you guys. I want to help you, but fuck. You got to wake up. Stop letting that world control you. You be the controller of your freaking destiny. Do you hear me? It's time to wake the fuck up. Sorry for my language, but damn, stop letting that control you. You are the controller of the matrix and start acting like it. Start acting like it. And I put it on my grandfather's credit card and it changed my freaking life. For some of you, you're like, oh, I'll start coaching and I'll start the program when I get the money. Oh, I'll start the business once I get the money. Oh, you just get out of here. Just go somewhere else. This is for decision makers who are truly here to learn how to do that. And the first lesson I ever got from Bob Proctor was one of the biggest lessons that some of you guys are going to have to learn. which was I didn't have the money, but I made a decision. The money showed up. If they would have let me in for free, if they would have done anything other than that, they would have robbed me of one of the biggest lessons I ever learned, which was I built confidence in that moment that I can, when I make a decision, I get what I want. Nobody can ever take that away from me right now. And I will not rob you of that. And whatever you're doing, stop letting the outside world control your choice. Like, that is insane. It's like letting, like, no offense, like letting your child make your decisions. It's like the outside world, the matrix is making your decision for you instead of you being a grown ass adult making decisions despite what's going on outside of you. A decision is an emotion. It's a thought, feeling, and action that you emit, and you raise your conscious awareness to know that the law of attraction will go and match you. That's the difference here. Wake the F up. Sheesh. Oh, man. I'm like losing my voice right here talking to you guys. All right, let's continue here. This puts them in a position that prevents them from moving forward. So what we're talking about right now is letting your outside world control you, right? But most importantly, letting the outside paradigm. So in order for the individual to make a shift in logic and break out of the box to the freedom and understanding and courage and determination is required. This generally only happens with the assistance of a coach or mentor. This is the words of Bob Proctor, that when you have a coach or mentor, they're able to take you to the next level. So we're going to continue here with this masterclass. As you guys see, with a couple more notes I want to cover here. But this is a good segment. For those of you that are like, you're resonating with what I'm saying right now, I highly encourage you to check out the links in the description below. I have 2 programs. I have my main program that I've been offering now for years, which is my Quantum Leap program. It does cost thousands of dollars. Okay. I'll be completely honest, but what you get in return is monumental. We have weekly calls. We have all that kind of stuff. Then we have the school community, which basically for beginners, entry level, is the recordings from that call. You don't really get coaching. We have 1 weekly call, Q&A, but it's for, you can get started at least, but that's not like something that's like so crazy, but for some of you, that's a great start. I highly recommend, for those of you that have some money, book a call with me and we go to the next level, but let's continue here. So on a broader level, you can say that culture is a paradigm. Culture is really group habit expressed in lifestyle. Paradigms are either positive or negative. Okay, so you have a positive paradigm that's taking you up into direction. For example, have you noticed that some people always succeed? For example, Drake, the singer, rapper. If he drops an album, we know for a fact he's going platinum. Anything he touches succeeds, right? The Midas touch. There's other people like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Or whoever, Johnny Depp. Anything they touch succeeds. Why? They have a successful paradigm. They have a successful self-image. For some of you right now, you have a negative paradigm. It's up and down or inconsistent, up and down, or no matter what you touch, it just doesn't work. Despite how much knowledge, education, degrees you gather, shit's just not working for you. Even if you go work that 10-hour day or buy another course on education, shit's still not working for you. You have a bad paradigm. Most importantly, you have a bad programming. Wake up. It's not outside of you. You have to wake up and realize the problem is here and on all these different aspects. So the paradigm is either positive or negative, and it expressed through either negative or positive results. So if a person is experiencing recurring negative thoughts, recurring negative results, it is important that they understand the cause of the problem and not lie with the circumstances or the conditioning outside of them, right? The outside world is a symptom or reflection of what's going on here. So if you're not liking the income, the revenue, the sales, the lifestyle, your body, or what's going on outside of you, that's a reflection of what's going on here. You have to wake up and understand what's going on. The outside world is a reflection of the inside world. Imagine if you took a mirror, like we have a mirror right here. If I wanted to change the reflection that I was putting in this mirror, imagine me trying to move the freaking mirror and try to break it to try to change the reflection. No, I change me. Once I change me, the reflection changes. That's what's going on when it says that we live in a matrix. You're not actually manifesting new things to you. You are actually leveling up your frequency and becoming at a bigger level where those things are attracted to you. That's what's happening. You have to change this. You're not manipulating the world. The world is being manipulated around you. Like it says in the Matrix, Neo, there is no spoon. You actually bend yourself. And that's a perfect explanation. You bend yourself in reflection. The world bends around you. You are the spoon. You are the reflection. Don't let the outside world determine what decision and what's going on. You can change your circumstance. And it lies within your paradigm. So it is the paradigm that is attracted to the conditions and circumstances that contribute to the problem. You have to understand this. No matter what business, what industry that you're in, it's the paradigm. With the proper understanding, an individual has the ability to change that paradigm. Becoming aware of the paradigms and limiting beliefs is not going to change your situation. So right now, having awareness about all of the things we're talking about in this video is not going to change your situation. Simply having awareness doesn't do this. At this point, you only become aware of how to alter the paradigm that will be covered in exercise later laid out in the master classes. So guys, we actually have a little bit more going on here, but we have so much more stacked up. We're already hitting the 30 something plus minute mark. So we're going to go ahead and chop it up right here. We're going to have another masterclass titled about the cheat code. So go ahead and check out the links in the description below. For some of you, you're tired of waiting. You don't want to wait the next 1, 2, 3 years to level up your business to the next level, hit those 10, 20, 50, 100K months. You're ready. Your income has been inconsistent. You've been stuck and you're tired of it. You want a coach that will go ahead and teach you exactly how to do that in 90 days and get your, like, not only get an ROI, but just freaking quantum leap to the point where you love your life. Just like Ramis, who dropped $7,500 working with me in my group coaching. He made $165,000 back. Or Sarah, who started in the school group, made $30,000 her first month in the coaching program. Guys, it's inevitable. You will earn more money when you become a higher version of yourself. Well, how do you exactly do that? I teach you right here inside these masterclasses. But if you want a little bit more help, a little bit more coaching, a little bit more step-by-step, the direct meditations, the direct things you need to listen to, check the links in the description below. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next masterclass, which will come out in a couple of days, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.